big question is what do you predict as the outlook for the US dollar, and let's say over the next year or so? And then also too, once we get into this inflationary, you know, nonlinear future you see, does the dollar still maintain its role as the reserve currency? Is it as bad as it is it still better than everybody else, or do we actually have a regime change with the leader?
Yes, I wrote something last week where I think the way to think about the dollar relative to other currencies is I think oil and gold and gas are going to be better than the ruble, which is going to be better than the dollar, which is going to be better than the euro and the yen and probably the yuan and probably everything else. Maybe the Swiss franc sneaks up above the dollar. Maybe at times the Brazilian real, like it has done this year, these other commodity currencies sneak above the dollar. But from a broad perspective, that's to me the order of operations, right? So it's, oil, gas, gold above ruble, above dollar, above euro, above yen, above yuan, euro above a dollar, above euro, yen, yuan, all sort of in a basket, sterling. And so the point is what's that? So, well, that means that DXY is going to go up because the DXY is all euro and yen. And there have been a couple people, I think, that have pointed it out. Lynn Alden might have pointed it out. I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Doomberg. But the point is that the dollar is rising against two critically energy short
Currencies,
and it's falling against the currency that is actually effectively explicitly backing itself with gas, and it's been falling against gold. I saw somebody else point out today, 2017 dollar was at 103, gold was at 1100. 2013 gold dollar at 103, the gold's at 1100. 2017 gold's at 10 or dollars at 103, the Dixie gold's at 1500. 2022 Dixie's at 105, gold's at 1850, right? So it's continuing to lose against gold over time, even as it sort of cycles back and forth, up and down again. But so to answer your question, I think the dollar is going to stay strong for probably it's going to stay strong until the Fed pivots. Now, I think the Fed's going to pivot by the end of 3Q22. So I think we may be seeing a pivot in the dollar, maybe a topping process in the dollar, because ultimately, when push comes to shove, the Fed's going to have to, in my view, finance the U.S. government effectively. We saw when that happened from April 2020 through May 2021, that was empirically not good for the dollar and good for other currencies. So I think I still think in the short run, dollar goes up for as long as the Fed
talks tough.
The second they fold, I think the dollar is going much lower, and I don't think we're too far from that.
If you enjoyed this video clip, click here to watch another one you should like.